Hey everyone, this is Lon and hope all you red panels out there have a great day so far, because you are the sweetest thing out there, and I'm here back with another art vlog. It's Sunday after all, so I'm gonna continue with this, talking about art, DeviantART and other kind of things related to this. And of course, if you have any comments or questions, things like that, always free to write them down, and I will try to take them up in the next episode. And even if I don't draw much these days, I did try to draw in the past. I know I mentioned it before. Am I still a very creative person? At least I want to see myself as like that, and I love to create things, characters, stories, projects, and working with friends and all that, because I got so many amazing friends on DeviantART, definitely. Even if I know the site itself do have its flaws and problems, many of the great people I met there are truly amazing. Both artists, writers, and people that just support each other. They have been just amazing, and that have been a great inspiration for me. However, it's sometimes fun that something that you started with small and you're just making it for weird or fun or whatever. I'm serious, you don't put that much effort to it in the beginning. It's something small, it's something ridiculous and like, yeah, silly character or things like that. However, with time will grow and be created and gain so much story and things to it that it becomes suddenly like one of your biggest creations. And I have a character that was like that. Her name is Bob. Yes, it's a female named Bob. And in the past, I actually do have played a bit of like Skyrim and other kind of games where I actually named my character Bob. And that is after this character I created way back a couple of years ago, actually. And it's a black female named Bob. And the idea was simply, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna make a random character, female. And I decided, like, yeah, I feel like I want to create a bit more diversity, so I decided on a black female and name. For me, names is always very hard, so and I don't really know why. I just got it, like, yeah, I can name. Why not Bob? I mean, because when people gonna think like Bob, oh, it's like a fat plumber or something like that, you know, and instead this black, very attractive woman appears instead. So that was like the main thing, the little joke about this, and that was pretty much it. I like create her, and then like, well, nothing much more. She wasn't a big deal, and I didn't plan much on her, but in the end it ended up that she became so popular, so I've been working more and more with her, designed and created, and she's been part of so many things, and honestly she's one of my favorite characters I created and all that. And I think that overall it's just very fun to see that something that you created that was maybe just a joke or maybe not serious at all suddenly can become so big, so serious, and meaning so much to you. Because this character means a lot. I mean, seriously, when I create something, a character and all that, I love to do that. Because it's put my creativity into doing something. But sometimes it turns out much bigger than you ever thought it's gonna be. And sometimes when you try to make it big, it doesn't really work, and you're getting an art block and things like that instead. So sometimes it's just good to start with something very small that can turn into something very unexpected. So that was how one of my characters was created. Very simple start, very humble beginning, barely nothing, and suddenly, but boom. And I think it's super fun because people love her, and it honestly makes me super happy as well, because as a creator, of course, hearing things like that always make you happy. It doesn't matter if you're a writer, drawing, just creating things. Hearing things like that always make you super happy. And that makes me question, have you done a thing like that, maybe creating an original character, maybe writing a text, or created a project, a game, things like that that you didn't take seriously in the beginning, like, yeah, this is just a joke, this is just for fun, and suddenly you realize you have invested so many hours, it becomes something so big and so important for you. Have that happened to you? Please share on your stories, because I would love to see that and read that, and I think pretty sure many others would do as well. So I decided that each fourth video will be a collection of the previous highlighted artists. So this month will be with NyRiam, Sora-Shintaro and Myanghime, and you will get to see them here again.